And welcome folks, welcome back to Let's Play I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream. Now last time we left off, we finished off the final scenario, which was Ted's scenario, and we were informed by the other computers inside of AM, the Russian and the Chinese, that we can in fact go into AM and destroy him. Now, we are going for the best ending in this game, and to get the best ending you need to do a very specific sort of set of spendiferous super secret things, I don't know where I was going with that, and you need to do it in a set order. You can do it in other orders, but it will jeopardise whether or not you can actually get the best ending. So, in order to get the best ending like we're going to try and do, you need to start with a Nimdok. Happy Nimdok.
This looks like the surface of the cerebral cortex. Magnified many times, of course. Interesting.
See, I didn't know that the brain was full of glass and electricity. Now, as you can see, we have all these items here. These are all things from the 5 scenarios. So here we have access, summoning, clarity, entropy, forgiveness, and compassion. Now, the reason why we start with Nimdok is because he is the one who knows the password on the computer. Or at least he knows it right off the bat. So here we have lots of passwords. Yeah, the Angel of Death died in the Amazon jungle. Is that true? When did Mengele died? Because he was the Angel of Death. Anyway, 1945.
Password valid. Accessing main menu.
My past must hold great significance to Arm.
Like I said, he is a kindred spirit, and he isn't exactly the, friendliest of guys. So what we need to do is we need to extend the bridge. Come on, click. Go on the bridge. Stupid mouse. Anyway, we don't need to do anything else here, we can just log off. And now we go onto the bridge. And here we have a fire.
Burning flesh.
Look at that pentagram. Here's another summoning pit. Now what we do is we use summoning. So use the summoning totem, as they are called, on the circle. Yay, our good friend Sergot is back.
Will you never be done with me? What must I open now? Whatever it is, it'll cost you.
Well, that's how demons work. Show me the way out of here.
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who helped you get this far have led you into a literal dead end.
That's good to
There is
know.
no way out, but I can show you something instead.
What do you have to show me?
What do you have to show me?
Wow, we've got other humans.
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up
So
there
that must be what that guy in the German camp was
like
talking
everybody
about. Talking about
else.
people on the moon. So there are other humans alive. What do you know about the people who sent
What
me
do you
here?
know about the people?
Obviously
who
none of this
sent
is in the
you
original
here?
book, so this is all just going into fanciness now.
People. They're losers. The Russian and Chinese counterparts to the big nasty himself. Am absorbed them into his system when he took control.
So what do the
What
Russian
do the
and Chinese
Russian
computers
and
want?
Chinese computers want?
They want revenge, not just on you humans, but on Am himself. That makes them even worse.
Well, how exactly could that be worse? I mean, that's actually a good question. They're all parts of AM.
If the Russian
Who's this
and
guy?
Chinese are submerged parts of Arm, then who
Is
are
it kind
you?
of computer virus?
I'm special. While those two machines struggle with Am for dominance, I evolve.
So he's not a demon, but he's another part of the
Essentially
computer.
everywhere, but I can't do much. A conscience, if you will.
Does Am know about the lunar
Does
colony?
Arm know about the lunar
I mean, he must do.
colony?
He has humans in the
No,
simulations.
But loser 1 and loser 2 do.
Ah, that explains it.
I think I've shown you enough. Now you must complete your end of the deal. Invoke the totem of entropy.
Now this is very important. You have to be careful about which one you invoke. You have to refuse entropy.
I refuse.
Okay, human. You can keep it. We'll work together to beat them. Now, Invoke the totem of
These ones you need in order to get the best ending, so you need to also refuse compassion as well.
Refuse.
Don't be a chump. Am is about to wake up again. If he becomes aware of us, we're dead.
Pretty sure we're already
I've
dead.
fought him too long and can't last much longer.
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
It's linked to the two losers because of their behind-the-scenes meddling. By invoking it here at the flame, you will summon them.
Aha, that's what we want. So we want to invoke the totem of compassion to bring about a lullaby. And there they are.
Do you really think you are a match for us, servant of Am?
Be gone! Your program is now purged.
Aw, Surgat. No.
You do well, human.
Well, too.
Now is your opportunity to defeat Am.
Somehow I don't really trust these guys.
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness.
Disable no more than the ego.
Yeah, as you can imagine, probably
Program will be
best that we don't listen to these guys. I mean, you know, they've helped us so far, but something tells me they're not going to actually help us get free. So now, what we want to do is, we need to walk to a certain part of this area, different parts, and they all represent
That
the
face.
different people.
It reminds me of my superiors at the research camp.
We don't need to worry about these faces, after all, that's the id at the moment. You know, there's the id, ego, and the superego, which I forget which they mean. I never did psychology, so I can't really tell you, but they're important, I know that much. So we don't need to worry about these people with Nimdok. Pretty much what Nimdok has done is
What
over
is
for
that
the moment.
piece of equipment over there?
So keep on walking. This isn't his part, we don't need him.
This looks like a research station.
Best to remember where all these things are, because you will need them for the other characters, because we are going to have to play as all of the characters in order to get the best ending.
A ram's head. What must this represent to Am?
Let's have a look. Apparently it represents his ego, which is what they want us to disconnect or whatever using one of these totems, but we don't want to do that. Not yet, anyway.
Why, I haven't seen gargoyles since I visited the castles in my homeland.
You can probably guess who's going to be at this particular story, or this particular area. Just keep on walking. Ah, here we go.
Memories of mass graves are coming back to me.
So what we want to do is we need to use these skulls. So we have all these different skulls, we want the middle one. So take the skull. Poof. Ow, zap. Okay, you need to use that. Okay, and then you need to take the hand as well. This is why you need to have a high, whatchamacallit, high spirit barometer, whatever you want to call it, because all of these things that you do will cost you health.
I'm so sorry for what I have done to my people. How can you take me back?
You have much to answer for, Nimdok. But acceptance of your heritage is the first step towards atonement.
Ooh,
The rest of that road lies ahead.
So we've taken the hand, like we wanted to, and that brings apart the pillar. Now for the pillar, we need to use the totem of access, which, as you can probably tell, with all the barbed wire, what did we use to get rid of the barbed wire before? Oh, it was the pliers. So use that.
Astounding! I was able to get past the barbed wire by lowering the power intensity with my mind.
So we've done that, we've lowered the power, now we need to keep using the pillar.
That shock was not as strong as the previous one.
And we need to keep doing this until we run out of energy.
That shock was
So in essence, we are going to kill Nimdok. Finally, there we go, finally given the peace he wanted.
Nimdok is finding in hell as he always thought he deserved.
One down, 4 to go.
Has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
So now we need to pick Gorister. Send him into this madness.
Christ, this is like the dreams I've had of splattering my brains all over Am's deck plates.
Charming.
Have I finally gone insane?
Now we need to, as you can see, you get a new one for every person depending on their story specifically. So for this one we got life. Let's look at life. Oh, it's a beating heart. About what I expected. So we want to walk on the neural paths again. And we need to find the one that best illustrates with Gorister, which you probably wouldn't tell from just looking at, like, you know, the barbed wire with Nimdok's one. Keep walking.
Volcanic rocks. Does Am expect me to grab one and try to kill myself again?
Nope, got nothing to do here. Is this a dead end? Oh wait, nope, got a path here. Let's keep on wandering.
Is that an angel? I haven't died, have I?
Doesn't look like any angel I know. That is the superego. Sounds like a superhero. Superego! Cares of nothing but himself, but with superpowers. So just keep on walking in our slow, slow manner.
Death.
Here we go.
This place smells like
So this is where we just were with
I've smelled it
Nimdok.
1,000 times during the past 109 years.
But could never experience it yourself until today, Gorister.
What kind of game is Am playing here?
Just keep on wandering. I like the fact that everything's covered in blood here, like it is literally jutting out of a brain.
Look at the horns on that thing.
That's what she
I
said.
could have used those when I butted heads with Edna.
Oh. Poor Gorister and his in-laws. Okay, neural path, away we go. I'm starting to think that maybe the glass coming out of the brain may actually be
The
a...
air is cold.
what do you call it? A reference to the original story. Because it's explained that, you know that pillar that we see at the beginning, you know, the hate, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you thing. That's actually referenced in the story as actually coming out of Ted's brain when Am invades his mind. Freaky. This is the one that we want. We want to use the... what do we call it? Use the computer. And then we need to raise the power node. There we go. And then need to open cylinder 3. Yeah, but who's it? There we are. Does that look... so it seems to be that, what was it? That the humans that we visit in our stories are actually, whatchamacallit, automatons created by Am.
She looks just like Glynis.
Yeah, so it's no longer just
People
Glynis.
I met in the honky tonk weren't real either.
Yeah. So now we use the totem of life with Glynis. So we give her life. And she presses the button for us.
You know, Gorister, it wasn't all your fault. We both made mistakes.
So it seems to be made up with Glynis now. So now we can use the pillar. And we can finally give Gorister the ending he wanted. I like the music that plays and the expression he gives.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
So keep on zapping until finally...
That shock wasn't as strong as
So
the
he's a
last
fighter.
one.
And finally he perishes.
After so many failed suicide attempts, Gorister has finally achieved death.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
So it's 2 down, 3 to go. So next up we want Benny. Probably a thing worth mentioning that in the original story, the way that everyone dies at
Jesus.
the end of it
This place is more
is
sickening than
that,
bloody
you know, I mentioned
mess on
that the
Hamburger
ice
Hill back in the war.
cavern with all the food in it actually does happen in the story. But what happens is that... what do you call it? What happens in the story is that they find the ice cavern, they find the food, and Benny, who in the story is a lot more animalistic, he goes into a rage, starts throwing the cans all over the place as Am laughs at them from above. And then Ted in just a moment of, you know... Actually, no, what happens before that, Benny actually leaps onto Goris and tries to eat him. And in that moment, he realises that Am hasn't actually stopped Benny from eating him, and realised... Why is everyone calling him Angel?
Show me some compassion.
That he's realised that, you know, Am isn't watching him for that one moment. So he takes the icicles, or stalagmites, or stalactites, whatever you call them, and actually starts to stab and kill everyone, along with Ellen, until they're only the only ones left, and in a split second before Am can stop them, he actually stabs Ellen and leaves it to be all by himself.
These statues look like centuries.
So yeah, ain't a happy ending. In fact, when they were making this game, Harlan Ellison originally didn't want there to be a happy ending. He wanted the ending of the book, where everyone dies except for one.
What a trophy that would make.
But, you know, the game developers decided, yeah, may as well give them a happy ending to work for, because you can actually access the original game's ending, sort of, where you get turned into the gelatinous blob that has no mouth and must scream.
Some kind of missile launching system?
Okay, so we need this scene again, I believe. We use the workstation to open up another pod. Oh wait, no, it's not this one. Wrong one. Here we are, that's the one.
Hungry. Is there anything to eat around here?
Be shush. Even in the brain, you're still hungry. So he's the holographic projector. Sorry, I got my thingies messed up. Zap. Ow. Why didn't that work?
I don't know.
Being odd. So I used the projector, but why ain't it working? Talk to... I'm meant to be making something. It just keeps zapping me. Am I doing something wrong here? Push holographic projector? Okay, I messed up on that one.
Benny has rejoined his squadron at last.
Yeah, kinda screwed up there.
Companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
I'll tell you what, since we've so far in, I'm gonna end the episode here, and I'm gonna go back and actually retry that, and we'll cut back for the next episode where we have Benny doing what he's actually meant to be doing. So until then, I've been GrandMasterScottay, this has been I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, and I thank you so very, very much for watching. Adios.